Alright, yeah, welcome on into some more Magic Arena. So, we are back once again with the third episode with our budget Bogles list. So it does look like we didn't actually manage to hit our quota this week, but I am looking for a good excuse to post 2 videos a week, so we'll try again next week and maybe I'll just do it anyway, but who knows. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into some budget Bogles. I'll see you in the matches. Alright, we're in, and we've got... our only creature is Danitha. We've got the mana for her, but we don't have any of the blue to equip her up, so I'm going to mulligan that one. Pretty easy mulligan. We've got the turn 2 Pouncer to bait out removal, turn 3 Danitha, plus double blue on the enchantments, actually, to get it going. We're on the draw, we have a Scry. Absolutely keeping this. I'll take the Cartouche, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Interesting. Are we up against red deck wins? We may very well be. Alright, well, lead off with a blue and pass the turn. Let's organise our hand a little bit, because we're not savages. Ouch! That Firebrand actually kind of upsets my plans a little. This Firebrand is going to sack to kill the Pouncer. At least we have the backup Pouncer anyway. I need the third land, and I can't afford not to play this. He may pay 1 life for a Magma Spray there. He chose not to. Okay, we get deserted. We get deserted. And there's the Magma Spray. That's fine. Having the backup and the true plan in hand is very useful. I think we just slam another Pouncer, to be honest. Next turn, we can Cartouche and Curious Obsession it, draw 2 cards, deal, what, 6 damage, if he doesn't kill it. If he does, then we need a land drop for Danitha. Worst case, Vanguard anyway. Danitha's the ideal one. I'm trying to bait out all of his removal after all. Because if you can get this beyond his removal, the First Strike, Vigilant, and Lifelink makes it just really hard. That's real interesting, that move there. He chose to sack his Firebrand to kill my Pouncer, which I'm assuming means that he doesn't have removal in hand. But also, at the same time, you could exert your Crasher in order to get through the Pouncer. I guess maybe he wants to untap here, thinking that I don't have a pretty sweet creature to block him. So if Danitha survives, we win, I think is basically how this goes. So does Danitha survive? She does not. Ouch. Because if she survived there, we'd have 3 enchantments to put on her. And she would have lifelink to swing over. She'd be swinging for 5 with First Strike and Vigilance, so she'd be able to block again. Well, she wouldn't be able to block because of the Crasher, but the following turns should be fine. I think we're dead, though. I'm not sure there's really an out here. I can't even play the Cartouche on the white to stop the Crasher from getting in, so that is game. We were dead to the ruins regardless, though. I don't think there was a single line here that would save us. We really just needed that Danitha to resolve, and we didn't, so... good game. As short as it was nice and interactive all the same, and I do appreciate those kind of games, especially. Even if I lose, should I say. Alright. Okay, we're in, and we're up against No Bad Days. Well, he's in for one now, because this sounds pretty reasonable. Alright, let's go with it. We got the turn 1 Bodyguard, we got the turn 2 Pouncer. Depending on what we care, what he's playing, depends on what I start sticking the enchantments on, essentially. So we'll have to see. Might as well hit that end turn button. With Dauntless Bodyguard, even if it has no actual target, it will constantly ask you if you want to sacrifice him. So, something to be aware of. Just gonna swing for 2 with the Bodyguard. I think we're just gonna play the Pouncer down. And pass the turn. I don't know what he's on. Blue-white control would be my first instinct, which is why I'm inclined to... Ooh, black-white. Got to worry about Moment of Craving then. I might actually be seeing it right now. Ooh, hexproof from white. Okay. That's kind of annoying, actually. It's not that I care about targeting it, it's just that the first strike is actually going to mean that it pretty much trades with the Pouncer as it currently stands. And I can't get in with the Bodyguard either unless I put the Cartouche on. So I think I'm actually going to go with the Andante Vanguard and hope to hit on Sarah's Wings onto the Pouncer next turn. We're up against Black-White Knights then. What's their removal of choice? I don't really know, actually. Moment of Craving, Cast Down, Seal Away, maybe. Might see a History of Benalia here from our opponent. What I would like to see is either a land for this on Sarah's Wings so that we can play around Seal Away and Cast Down. Yep, there's the History of Benalia, so the window is open. He gets his knights. If I get what I want, that doesn't even slightly matter to me. Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't seem like a very intelligent swing there. Okay. Doesn't have vigilance. So he's losing his first strike, and I'm happy to pay 4 to swing in with my Vanguard. Plus, I'm always guaranteed to be putting a Cartouche onto the Pouncer, so I'll be swinging through that as well. Okay, fair enough. I guess maybe he doesn't think we're running auras, and therefore these creatures are exactly the size that they are right on screen, which is not the case. Okay, well, I'm just going to stick the Cartouche on the Pouncer then. And do I just swing with everything? Keep the pressure up? Yeah, maybe. He's going to make me pay 4 life here, but that's one less knight that I have to worry about off this history. He might even just block here to stop the 4 damage. And honestly, I'm fine with the trade there as well, so we'll see how he blocks, if at all. He might actually just want the swarm value for the 3rd chapter, which is also fine with me, because if I do get the land, I get the vigilance, and pretty much any swing that he's going to throw at my Pouncer then is just not that good. So he only gives 1 toughness to the knights as well, so nice, going for the trade. That works for me. So, gets a new knight from the history. Ouch. The cast out going on the Pouncer. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's still open for the Vanguard to take this on Sarah's Wings. That still works for me. I'll take you 3. It's going to be far worse next turn if... Yeah, that's not great. Okay, well, we get the other Pouncer back down. Not hitting that land drop there is pretty savage. And I think I'm just going to swing in with the Vanguard. Basically, if I swing in here and he blocks, he makes me pay 4, but if he doesn't block, he's swinging for 4 anyway, so I'm paying that life regardless. I've got 1 chump block here, which is probably going to happen. Honestly, the lifelink that we're going to be getting makes me not worry about this. So unless he can follow this up with something really bad. And there's not much to worry about. You could have Ariel. Who taps for knights to kill things. That would be really bad. Would encourage me to put things on the Vanguard as well, because I think it's destroy, so the indestructible is actually relevant there. Knight of Grace. Okay, hexproof from black. Not actually anything to worry about. Benelish Marshal. That's pretty bad. Not the end of the world, but pretty bad. We need our 4th land here, otherwise I think this is game over. This Bearer's Blade's just a little too expensive at this stage. So I'm just going to block 6 of it and just take 5. So that's a lot to take. I don't think I want to be taking the full 11. Ouch. Again with the lack of lands. Vanguards on the block are just not that good. I think we're dead. I don't think there's much we can do about that. Like, I could swing with the Vanguard and it would trade with any one of these, but he's got no reason to do that, and then he swings back and it's really bad for us. Yeah, I just don't know how we come back from this. Needed that 4th land. I could have had a 4-point life swing with the Adorned Pouncer there, which would have been nice. And Gwende! Hello. These have double strike now. And one of them is indestructible. Who did you choose? You chose Gwende. Okay. So, forced to block here. As far as paying life is concerned, I could pay on 1, maybe, and take the other 3. I think it's just over, though. It's just not going to make a difference. It's like even the Dawn Pouncer now with the 4-point life swing and the swing on the back front is just not going to be enough. And I don't think there's an alternative card that we can draw here that changes that. Cartouche, yeah, so not even a land. GG. I don't know why I'm doing this either. It's still lethal for us, unfortunately. Just going to end turn. Let him swing. Hope he's merciful and gives us a turn. If he gives us a turn by BMing us and we draw the land into Onsera's Wings onto the Adorned Pouncer, then 6 life a turn is going to be pretty sweet, but like he's got 3 double strikers and I have to block them, so he's just not going to do that. I don't even think I can pay 4 life because I don't have 4 life to pay, so I can't kill myself either. Unfortunately, there's the cast out. Yeah, really unfortunate matchup. I think if we'd have drawn the 4th land, we might have been okay. Even through a fair bit of this. I don't know, though. That sucks. It happens, though. Okay. 3-lander. We've got Dauntless Bodyguard and Danither. Danither is the Bay. We've got 2 enchantments that we can stick on them. Only once per turn because of the Glacial Fortress, but that'll be fine all the same. Yeah, we'll keep this. Nice early aggression with the Bodyguard. I don't think I'll keep it around to protect Danither. I think I just want the early aggression. Yeah. It also, if you go early with the Dauntless Bodyguard, not only do you get those early hits in, but you also get to maybe eat some removal from our opponent, which is always nice. Shall I? So I think I'm going to hold off on enchantments to the Bodyguard, and I think I'm just going to go straight into Danither. Going with Martyr of Dusk. So this is vampires, which means usually his removal of choice is Moment of Craving. Now, I could actually just wait until I have Shalai, and I can play around that. Next turn Shalai, turn after we've got 2 mana open, I Danatha. I can play 1 enchantment to get her out of Moment of Craving range. Yeah, I think I'll just pass. It should be okay. Shalai prevents a lot of removal from our opponent from touching any of our Bogles. Dust Legion Zealot. Not the fastest start for our opponent, which is kind of why I feel like this line is perfectly fine. He could have the turn 4 cast out or Ixalan's Binding here, but I don't think that's a problem either, because that'll tap him out, and then that'll give us enough time to Danatha, plus the mana for the 2 enchantments here. I will have to swing in with something like the Dauntless Bodyguard if I want to put the Curious Obsession on in time, because it will sacrifice if I don't attack. But I think that's fine. So, does he have the cast out? He's going to go with Sky Marcher. Okay. Desert's Hold. That's fine, actually. Shalai is not here for attacking, mostly. So, that's okay. Now, I don't have to put the Curious Obsession on Danatha. No blocks. I'd rather keep a hard-to-target creature around for later. So, play Danatha. Play Cartouche of Knowledge as a redraw. Hope to find Cartouche of Solidarity or something like that. Admiral's Order. Okay. Well, I'm going to swing with a Bodyguard because I'm happy to trade with an Aspirant, I think. And if he trades here, now that I've attacked, I can actually play the Curious Obsession and be mana efficient that way. And he's committed a Desert's Hold to the Shalai as well, so it means that if he wants to get anywhere near this Danatha, he has to use another spell on Shalai, which works well for me. So let's add that to her. And she's ready to block, and she's ready to attack. She plays around Seal Away. Moment of Craving needs to be 2 for 1 and then removed on here, so that's fine. Radiant Destiny doesn't bother me slightly. I can still block all of these. Legion's Lieutenant. Yep, still does not bother me. I can still block everything. And we get a Cartouche of Knowledge. Okay, so let's get the redraw. Do we get the redraw? Or do I play the Vanguard, actually, and then stick it on that instead? Yeah, I actually think I play the Vanguard first, and then Cartouche that instead. Because I can swing with both, it's fine. Now we have the counter open, I can swing for 4. Draw a card. And we get the Forebearer's Blade, so... what do I have to worry about? I don't think there's anything I have to worry about on his turn that he could possibly do. Like another Lord effect, totally fine. I can still first strike my way through. Yeah, I think I can just play this Forebearer's Blade and be fine. Just in such a dominant position. Shalai does only protect my creatures and me, so he could get rid of the Forebearer's Blade, but doesn't do a great deal of good. Okay, Radiant Destiny. Brings them up to, yeah, 4 toughness creatures that I can still block perfectly. The power of the Boggle. Very nice. Alright guys, well that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, all that jazz. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.